Okay, now let's move forward to the third module, or I can say day 3 of AI 103. Now, in this particular course today, we are going to focus on developing natural language solutions in Azure. And remember, when we talk about natural language solution, this does not only include NLP, it also includes speech services with this. And there are MCP servers associated with this as well. So let's get started with this. Now, just for a quick recap, we discussed this thing that in last 2 days, actually, we have focused on generative AI and agents. Now, this is basically having a 50% weightage of this AI 103 course, as we discussed. And today is going to be the day when we are going to focus on text and language and computer speech. Remember, as I said, language, which you type in your chat box, or maybe you're going to use your microphone and you're going to say something, that speech is also part of the language. Now we're going to see these two modules today, and we have a lot of things to understand as well as we have a lot of things to do practically in the labs. Let me start with first module, which is analyzing text with Azure Language in Foundry tools. Now remember, text analysis, or basically focusing on extracting information from the text data, is something what we are going to start with right now. In this particular module, the first thing which I want you to understand is Azure Language in Foundry tools. Now we discussed this thing earlier, that in older days we used to call this thing Azure Language Service, but now all those services are actually converted into tools. Now when I see this thing that these services are converted into tools, sometimes people ask me, what do you mean by that? How exactly a service can be converted into tools? Well, the answer is, when it was a service, we used to use an API model. Mostly we use REST protocol, we do request response, and we get the output done. In this case, when it's converted into Foundry tools, it is actually part of the Foundry Proto in such a way that it's going to be provided using MCP server. So yes, we have Azure Language MCP server and we have Azure Speech MCP server, which we are going to use in today's labs. Well, these tools are basically going to use pre-configured models for various text analysis tasks like this. You can do language detection, you can do key phrase extraction. Like you can see right now, if I provide some kind of a document, it's going to say whether this document is in which language. Then it's going to say some of the key phrases, like maybe the name of some particular company or maybe some specific task which you are trying to print into that. Then sentiment analysis, whether this particular document is having something which is positive, negative, or neutral kind of analysis. It's also going to help you with entities, like there are some person, some organization, or the places which are mentioned in that particular text document data. It's going to extract those entities as well. It's going to do also name entity recognition and entity linking. Entity linking is something which is very important when you have similar kind of names. And at that time, it's basically going to help you to grab a Wikipedia link so that you can understand what we are talking about. And then you also have PII, personally identifiable information. It will identify this information and it's also going to help you to remove it if required. And that's basically going to be something like account number, email address, phone number of a person. And finally, it's also going to help you to do summarization, in which we have lengthy paragraphs, but it's going to summarize this in 1 or 2 lines. Well, in that also we have types like abstractive summarization and extractive summarization. But yeah, this is all something which your language service can actually do for you. And for all those things, it's going to use pre-configured, pre-built models. Let's use the text analysis API. Now, if you see here, when you try to use this thing as an API, this is how we are going to use this thing. Every time, like all the APIs, we have to use endpoint. We will be having Microsoft Foundry resource endpoint, which we are going to use in this. And in order to authenticate this request, we need to do an authentication using Microsoft Entra ID, or maybe you can also use the Foundry project API key. The token associated with that API key will be authenticating our request. Then we are going to use text analysis client. This is basically that main class which we are going to use to create an instance, and using this we'll be able to call appropriate functions for a specific task of text analysis which we are going to do. We will be obviously working with request response kind of a manner because it's ultimately a REST API. So we will be requesting with one or more text document and we'll get the response with whatever task specific collections of results which are available for that. Now, obviously, in order to understand this thing, you have to first see the lab exercise of this. Remember, in this lab exercise, you're going to use this thing as an API and you will be following the request response kind of a model using REST API model. After this, once you understand all those things, we'll see that how we can utilize these things with the tool. So this is something which you can check in the next lab video. But before we go for that, let's do the knowledge check of this particular module. And in that case, I want you to pause your video. And after that, you can just check your answers. Okay, let me start with the first question. How should you create an application that monitors the comment on your company's website and flags any negative post? Well, the right answer for this is use Azure Language Foundry tools to perform sentiment analysis of the comment so that it can identify whether it's positive or negative. And then if you are analyzing the text that contains the word Paris, how might you determine if this word refers to the French city or a character in Homer's The Iliad? Now, basically, Paris is that particular common word for which we need entity linking. That's what they're trying to say. And you can see using Azure Language in Foundry tools to extract linked entities is the right answer. And this is something which is there. Normally, when you have a similar kind of a words used for two different purposes, you will be using entity linking only.